What would it feel like to follow a single beam of starlight across the universe? From the moment it is born in a distant nebula to the instant it reaches our eyes, crossing millions of years of silent space along the way. Tonight, we are invited to take such a journey, not with engines or spaceships, but with the gentle power of imagination. Picture yourself drifting past planets that turn lazily in their orbits, clouds of cosmic dust flowing like rivers of color, and distant suns casting soft golden light over worlds unseen. Every heartbeat becomes a step through the galaxy. Every breath a wave of calm, carrying you across time and space. There are no limits here, no urgency, no rules, only the slow, rhythmic pulse of the universe and the quiet awareness that you are moving through it, weightless and free. Let yourself sink into this space, letting wonder and calm mingle, guiding you gently into reflection and serenity. Imagine standing at the edge of a quiet hill at dusk. Below you, the city lights twinkle like a scattering of tiny stars, each one a home, a story, a heartbeat. You take a slow breath, and the familiar hum of life feels gentle, comforting, familiar. Now, let your gaze lift beyond those lights, beyond the nearest hills, beyond the rivers and forests. Beyond the horizon itself stretches a darkness so vast it almost seems to hold its own breath. This darkness is not empty. It is a canvas, a quiet stage for countless lights scattered across an unimaginable expanse. Each point of light is a star, perhaps with planets circling softly, whispering their slow rhythms. Some of these stars are close enough that, in our imagination, we could imagine stepping out and walking to them, though in reality, even the nearest ones are far beyond any journey we could make. Still, imagining that distance is not frightening, it is soothing. It reminds us of a scale larger than ourselves, a rhythm older than our brief moments. Now, let us widen our view. Imagine these stars gathering into shapes, forming faint, swirling clouds of light. These are galaxies, immense gatherings of countless suns, each one casting its own soft glow. A single galaxy contains more stars than there are grains of sand on every beach you have ever visited. And yet, galaxies are not solitary. They drift in quiet clusters, moving through the darkness in a slow, deliberate dance, sometimes brushing against one another, sometimes stretching into the distant emptiness between them. As you let these images float in your mind, notice how small and delicate our world feels, yet how safe it feels as well. We are perched on a tiny planet, surrounded by gravity's gentle embrace, spinning slowly around a star that warms us, comforts us, and lights our way. We do not need to travel across this vast expanse to appreciate it. The mind itself can wander freely, drifting among stars, across galaxies, through the silent stretches where time feels different, softer, slower. Try to imagine a galaxy spinning slowly far away, its spiral arms curling gracefully through the darkness. Imagine a cluster of galaxies, each a swirl of light and shadow, each holding countless stories. And in this immensity, you are free to breathe, free to just simply exist, to observe, to be. The universe is immense, yet it is not threatening. Its scale invites curiosity and calm, a sense that there is space for everything, and perhaps even for the quiet thoughts you carry within yourself. And as your mind lingers on these distant lights, consider the possibility that beyond every star, every galaxy, there may be more than we can imagine. More space, more quiet, more gentle movement, stretching farther than the eye or mind can follow. In this thought, you are both infinitesimal and integral, a quiet witness to the slow, graceful expanse that surrounds you, opening the door to a wonder that is endless, soft, and deeply comforting. Imagine standing in the early morning, watching the sun rise slowly over the horizon. Its warm glow stretches across the sky, touching trees, rooftops, and streets with a gentle golden light. Every ray that reaches you has traveled a long journey, far beyond the mountains and valleys you see. Though it feels immediate, it has been on a quiet voyage, moving steadily through the emptiness, carrying warmth and illumination across distances we can barely imagine. This is the journey of light, a steady rhythm that flows through the universe, marking a pace both constant and gentle. Light moves with a grace that is unmatched, faster than anything else we know, yet it is consistent and reliable. You can think of it as a quiet traveler, circling the earth multiple times before a heartbeat has passed, yet doing so with ease, without hurry, without struggle. It does not rush or falter. It simply moves, stretching across oceans, mountains, and continents, threading its way through the fabric of space. In this rhythm, there is a softness, a cadence that can soothe, a gentle reminder that the universe has its own steady pulse. Consider watching sunlight spill across the face of a calm lake. Each ripple reflects the light, spreading outwards slowly in your mind, though the light itself raced across the expanse in silence. Its journey connects the distant sun to this quiet water, a bridge of invisible motion. We can imagine floating alongside it, moving in step with the steady pace, carried along without effort, as if we were drifting on a gentle current. The speed of light is not a barrier, it is a companion, a guide that lets us experience space and time with rhythm and beauty. Even when we look up at the stars at night, the light reaching us has traveled across unfathomable distances, whispering stories of long ago. Each tiny point of brightness is a gentle messenger, tracing a path from faraway places to our eyes, moving with a certainty that is calming rather than urgent. The light reminds us that even across immense spaces, there is connection, a steady flow that carries warmth, color, and time itself. As you imagine drifting alongside these beams of light, notice how their pace can become a kind of meditation. It is a constant measure, neither hurried nor slow, just enduring, serene. You may picture yourself gliding alongside a single ray,
feeling its silent motion brushing past, stretching outward into infinity. In this quiet awareness, light's speed transforms from a limit into a gentle rhythm, a cosmic heartbeat, a flowing current that invites your mind to float, to wander, to simply observe without concern. And as your thoughts travel along this invisible river, you begin to sense the calm, unbroken continuity of the universe, a soft, luminous guide for all that lies ahead. Imagine a vast, soft sheet stretched gently across a quiet room. It drifts slightly with the movement of air, folding and bending in ways that feel natural, alive, yet never harsh. This sheet is not rigid. It yields to touch, curves with gentle pressure, and stretches when invited. Now imagine that this soft, pliable fabric is the very essence of time and space itself. What feels fixed and constant in your daily life, the ticking of clocks, the steady flow of hours, can bend, stretch, and sway across subtle, poetic ways across the cosmos. As you drift in thought, picture a gentle hand pressing down on one part of the sheet. The surrounding fabric shifts, tilting and curving, forming soft valleys and gentle rises. These folds are not chaotic. They move with purpose, guiding everything that rests upon them. In the universe, massive objects, planets, stars, entire galaxies, press down on the soft fabric of space, curving it with their presence. A planet's gravity is like a warm, steady finger pressing into a mattress, shaping the path along which objects move. Nothing is abrupt or threatening. It is all soft, slow, and deliberate. Now imagine stretching the sheet from one end to another. It lengthens under gentle force, creating more room for movement. Time behaves in a similar way. When objects move very quickly or float near the curves of massive structures, the passage of moments stretches and slows, like the fabric of reality yielding under a soft hand. This stretching is not frightening. It is a quiet, comforting reminder that the universe is flexible and accommodating, not rigid and unyielding. We are not trapped by time, but invited to imagine it as a gentle, flowing companion, curving and stretching with the rhythm of the cosmos. As your mind glides along these folds and stretches, notice how small your usual concerns become. Minutes and hours seem to dissolve into a wider, softer canvas. You are free to explore, free to imagine, free to drift along the curves and stretches of this cosmic sheet. The universe itself appears patient, allowing you to wander slowly, without urgency, in a space that is alive, yet serene. Picture drifting farther, feeling the sheet beneath you ripple like calm water, bending here, stretching there, guiding your thoughts in gentle loops of curiosity. These loops carry your mind into new shapes, creating patterns of wonder that are slow, deliberate, and safe. You do not need to rush. Each fold invites you to notice, to linger, to float in the expansiveness of possibility. And as you drift across these invisible waves of stretching and bending, imagine the way they might open new paths. A gentle fold could bring distant points closer. A soft curve could create shortcuts through vast emptiness. Time and space, once thought rigid, are now companions, flexible, yielding, and profoundly comforting. In this quiet, pliable universe, every gentle bend and stretch invites you to follow, to explore, and to wonder, carrying your thoughts softly toward the mysteries that lie beyond. Close your eyes for a moment and picture a gentle current carrying you across a calm sea. There is no rush, no concern for distance or direction. You simply float, guided by the flow itself. This is much like the power of your own imagination, a quiet, steady current that can carry you far beyond the boundaries of your room, your city, or even your world. It is your personal warp drive, your vessel for exploring the vastness of the universe, and it requires no fuel, no engines, only the soft willingness of your mind to wander. Imagine lifting off from the Earth in this gentle way, not in a rocket or spacecraft, but through thought alone. You rise above mountains, forests, and oceans, feeling the serene weightlessness of detachment from familiar ground. Below, the continents stretch slowly, quietly, bathed in the soft light of dawn or twilight. Above, the atmosphere fades into a deep, endless blue, giving way to the star-strewn expanse beyond. You are traveling through space, yet your body remains still, your heartbeat calm, your breath steady. As your mind drifts farther, you pass clusters of stars, each one glowing softly in the quiet darkness. Some stars are near, flickering gently like lanterns in a vast hall. Others are distant, tiny pinpricks of light that stretch far across the fabric of space. You imagine gliding past them, floating alongside these luminous companions, noticing their soft warmth and steady rhythm. Your imagination allows you to move freely, to follow paths that would otherwise take lifetimes, exploring the cosmos with ease, without effort, without hurry.
Consider the galaxies beyond those stars, vast spirals spinning slowly in silence. Each arm stretches outward, curling gracefully through the emptiness. In your mind, you drift through them as if walking along a winding path, pausing to notice the way the light swirls, the way the colors blend and fade into one another. You are present in each moment, fully aware, yet entirely free from urgency. The universe unfolds gently around you, a quiet, endless theater of motion and possibility, and you move effortlessly within it. And yet, this journey is not just about space. It is also about the mind itself. Your imagination is a place of freedom, a safe harbor where curiosity and wonder can roam. As you drift past stars and galaxies, you may notice the thoughts you carry with you becoming lighter, softer, more flexible. Worries stretch and dissolve like the gentle folds of space itself. Every gentle turn, every silent sweep across the cosmos invites a calm curiosity, a quiet awe, a sense of comfort in the immensity. In this quiet exploration, there is no need to arrive anywhere. The act of drifting, of imagining, is the reward. You glide across the universe with ease, discovering its wonders at your own pace, carried by the soft current of thought. Imagination is your warp drive, a bridge to infinity, a sanctuary for your mind. And as you follow its gentle pull, you may realize that the vast cosmos is not only out there, but also within you, waiting to be explored, slowly, softly, beautifully. Imagine the first light of dawn brushing softly across a quiet mountain range. Its warmth spills over the peaks and valleys, stretching slowly into every crevice, filling the world with gentle color. The sunlight is not merely a phenomenon. It is a companion, a guide that travels steadily across distances we can hardly measure, leading the eye and the mind across familiar landscapes. Even as it touches trees, rivers, and rooftops, it hints at the journey it has undertaken, crossing invisible expanses to reach this very moment.
Now let your attention drift beyond the mountains, past forests and oceans, into the vast darkness that stretches above and beyond our sight. Here light continues its journey. Each star you see is a quiet traveler, a flicker of guidance across the void. Its glow whispers stories of distant places, of cosmic events that unfolded long before any human could observe them. The light itself becomes a companion, a patient messenger, reminding us that there is a rhythm to the universe that we can follow without effort, a path both soft and persistent. And as your thoughts follow this guiding light, you may begin to notice a sense of trust forming. The universe, vast as it is, feels less distant, less cold. Light has become a companion, a silent hand that leads you through space, carrying stories, warmth, and quiet wisdom. It is more than illumination, it is connection, a gentle rhythm that the mind can rest within. And in this awareness, you begin to wonder what other paths, what other journeys light may guide you toward, softly, endlessly, without haste. Picture a single particle of light, a photon setting out on a journey. It begins quietly, leaving the warmth of a star, gliding into the vastness of space with effortless grace. It does not rush, nor does it falter. It moves with steady determination, carrying the essence of its star, the story of its origin, and the gentle pulse of energy that will eventually reach another place, another mind, another moment. You can imagine it floating past planets, weaving between cosmic dust, brushing along invisible threads of gravity. This tiny traveler is remarkably patient. It may take years, centuries, even millennia to reach its destination, yet it never tires. Imagine watching it drift, like a single leaf carried by a slow, gentle river, bending around rocks, gliding over calm ripples, moving with a serene persistence. Its path is both purposeful and leisurely, a soft journey across space that you can follow in your mind without worry or urgency.
Now imagine trillions of photons, each setting out on a journey from distant stars, galaxies, and glowing clouds of gas. Each one carries a fragment of a story, a whisper from a place far beyond your immediate world. In this way, photons connect everything, bridging the immense gaps between what is here and what is far away. As your imagination drifts alongside them, you feel a sense of calm continuity, a reminder that motion and energy are always present, quietly threading the universe together. Even when the spaces are vast, the photons do not hurry. They stretch across distances that are almost impossible to picture, yet their journey is smooth, continuous, and rhythmic. Imagine drifting beside one as it brushes past a swirling galaxy, feeling its soft energy enveloping you like a warm, invisible blanket. You begin to sense the vast, gentle rhythm of the cosmos itself, a quiet motion that carries stories and light alike. And as your thoughts float with these tiny travelers, notice how easy it is to let go of the constraints of ordinary time. The photon moves, and so does your mind. Distance becomes a gentle playground, a soft canvas where imagination stretches and drifts alongside these patient messengers. In their journey, there is no rush, only steady, flowing motion. And in that motion, there is a quiet sense of wonder, a calm invitation to explore, drift, and simply follow the light wherever it may lead. When you look up at a starry sky, you are not seeing the present. You are seeing a quiet echo from the past. The light that reaches your eyes has traveled across space for countless years, carrying with it a story of a time long before this moment. Imagine each star as a messenger, whispering gently from a different era, connecting you with events and places that no longer exist in the same way. The cosmos becomes a soft bridge, linking your awareness to the deep, flowing history of the universe. Visualize a single star, its light stretching across the void, drifting slowly toward you. It has seen things you cannot imagine. A swirl of gas forming, a companion star fading, perhaps even planets emerging in delicate motion. Now its light touches your eyes, soft and steady, bringing with it the calm assurance that the universe remembers, that time itself carries continuity and connection. You are both observer and participant, gently intertwined with this distant past. Across the vast emptiness, trillions of these signals arrive, each carrying subtle hints of their origins. A galaxy's glow, a faint flicker from a distant nebula, even the faint shimmer of a star long extinguished, all are messages arriving across the gentle river of space. Imagine tracing one of these threads with your mind, following it back to its source, feeling the slow unfolding of history as a rhythmic, calming presence. Time stretches and bends, but it does so in a way that is comforting, like the long, slow brush of a breeze across a quiet meadow. These cosmic signals remind you that there is continuity beyond the immediate and familiar. Each beam of light is a quiet witness to creation, movement, and change, bridging moments in space and time. As you imagine drifting alongside these messages, notice how your own sense of time begins to soften. The rigid boundaries of past, present, and future dissolve into gentle awareness, allowing you to experience a flow of calm curiosity, a deepening connection to the universe. And as your thoughts rest in this quiet rhythm, consider the possibilities carried by these signals. Each light you see is a story unfolding across distances and years, offering both wonder and reassurance. You are connected to them, part of a vast network of gentle motion and memory, floating within a cosmic tapestry that extends endlessly in space and time. In this awareness, you feel both small and infinitely included, guided by the soft whispers of light, ready to drift further into the mysteries ahead. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast plain, watching the last rays of the sun stretch across the horizon. You feel a gentle pull to follow that light, to move with it, to see where it goes, even though you know it has traveled far beyond your reach. In your mind, you step forward, letting your thoughts glide alongside the beam, drifting freely across mountains, valleys, and oceans. This is the beginning of chasing light, imagining speed not as urgency, but quiet, expansive motion. Consider a photon, the tiny traveler of the cosmos, moving with unbroken rhythm across empty space. You can imagine yourself floating beside it, matching its pace, drifting alongside its journey, feeling the universe unfold in slow, graceful steps. There is no rush, only the gentle stretching of distance and time, the soft expansion of possibility. Every curve of its path, Every glimmering encounter with a distant star is a quiet invitation to imagine what lies beyond, to let the mind wander freely into the unknown. Now, think of dreaming beyond the speed of light itself. You do not need equations or instruments, only imagination. Picture folding space gently, bending it so that distant stars drift closer, yet all remains soft and safe. Perhaps you're riding along a cosmic current, moving through invisible rivers of light, gliding past galaxies as if they were reflections on still water. In this mental space, speed is not measured, distance is not feared. Everything flows with quiet intention, with serene curiosity, the slow rhythm of thought exploring infinity. Even in this imagined journey, there is calm. You do not need to arrive anywhere. The act of moving, following, drifting alongside light itself is enough. Your mind becomes a vessel, carrying you safely across vast emptiness, revealing vistas that are both awe-inspiring and soothing. The dream of faster-than-light travel transforms from a scientific boundary into a poetic invitation, a playful stretch of possibility that does not demand achievement, only gentle observation. And as you drift in this quiet pursuit, notice how the universe seems to respond. Stars shimmer softly, distant galaxies spiral gently, and the fabric of space itself feels pliable, welcoming, expansive. In this space, your thoughts glide alongside light, exploring the edges of curiosity, feeling the slow, unbroken rhythm of cosmic motion. You begin to realize that speed is not always about urgency. It is about presence, attention, and the soft pleasure of exploring vastness. And in this awareness, your mind floats effortlessly, carried by the gentle pulse of light, ready to drift further into wonder. Imagine standing beside a slowly flowing river at dawn. The water moves gently, carrying leaves and ripples along its surface. You notice how some currents seem to drift lazily, almost pausing, while others move more swiftly, bending around rocks and branches. Time, in the vast expanse of the universe, behaves in a similar way. It is not a rigid, unyielding line, but a soft, flowing river, stretching and slowing depending on the journey it accompanies. Picture yourself aboard a quiet cosmic vessel, drifting close to the edge of a vast star. As your speed increases, your surroundings seem to stretch in a slow-motion dance. Minutes lengthen gently, hours drift more softly, and your heartbeat falls into a relaxed rhythm that mirrors the flow of time itself. There is no fear in this stretching, only a comforting sense that the universe accommodates movement, that every moment is pliable and alive. Now imagine looking at clocks elsewhere, far from your vessel. They tick steadily, yet to your eyes they move with a slightly different cadence. Time has softened here, stretched there, not in a way that frightens or constrains, but in a way that invites curiosity. The cosmos allows these subtle differences, like a symphony where each instrument plays its gentle variation, forming a harmonious whole. You are part of this symphony, moving slowly with one current while observing another, aware of the quiet beauty in the contrast. And even on ordinary days, you may notice moments that feel longer or shorter, as if your attention stretches time or condenses it. In the universe, this effect is magnified, yet it remains gentle. Imagine drifting alongside a star, moving gracefully across space, watching time ripple softly around it. You feel the comfort of this malleability, the reassurance that time is flexible, accommodating, and in its stretching both vast and intimate. And as your thoughts float with this gentle flow, notice how your own sense of urgency dissolves. There is no need to hurry. The universe is patient, allowing each moment to stretch and bend like soft fabric. In this rhythm, you are free to wander, to observe, to imagine. Time becomes a companion, a gentle guide that curves around you, shaping your experience with calm fluidity. And in this awareness, you drift softly, carried by the river of moments, ready to explore the universe's subtle, unhurried dance. Picture a calm pond on a quiet evening. You toss a small stone into the water, and gentle ripples spread outward, bending and stretching the surface. Imagine that space itself behaves in a similar, flowing way, bending and curving in response to the presence of stars, planets, and galaxies. Gravity, in this vision, is a soft whisper, a sculptor shaping the fabric of the cosmos with quiet, deliberate hands. Imagine drifting through a field of massive stars. Each one presses gently on the surrounding space, curving it with invisible, tender fingers. Light traveling nearby curves ever so slightly, like a paper boat following the gentle undulations of a stream. The effect is subtle, calming, and perfectly natural. It is not a force that drags or constrains harshly, but a gentle guidance, an invitation to move with the universe rather than against it. And as you follow these ripples, notice how time itself seems to adjust. Near a massive star, moments flow with a slightly different cadence, elongating and slowing in quiet harmony with the curves of space. You can imagine this as a soft bending of a familiar rhythm, not frightening or confusing, but as an elegant, meditative sway. The universe whispers in this way, reminding you that everything is connected, and that movement, time, and light respond to the presence of matter with grace and patience. Now picture drifting past a galaxy, its mass causing the surrounding space to fold gently, forming arcs and valleys that guide light and motion alike. You glide along these curves effortlessly, like a leaf riding a quiet stream. There is no urgency, only the serene rhythm of bending space shaping your journey. Each ripple, each fold feels like a delicate hand offering direction, a gentle touch that reminds you the cosmos is alive and responsive, but entirely safe. As your thoughts follow this soft sculpting,
Notice how your own perception of weight and distance begins to stretch and curve. You sense the subtle ways gravity shapes not only space, but the experience of time, light, and motion. In this awareness, the universe feels intimate despite its vastness. You are free to drift along these invisible contours, following the quiet guidance of gravity's whisper, letting your mind float, expand, and rest in the gentle flow of cosmic rhythm. Close your eyes and imagine a long, quiet tunnel stretching across a dark forest. At the entrance, the path curves gently, inviting you to step inside. You begin to move, slowly at first, then with increasing ease, carried along by the soft, enclosing walls. In the cosmos, wormholes are like these tunnels, pathways connecting distant stars and galaxies, offering a dreamlike route across unimaginable distances. Picture drifting through such a tunnel in your mind. The walls are smooth, curving, and comforting. Light from distant galaxies filters softly along the surface, creating a gentle glow that illuminates the path ahead. You feel the distance between stars dissolve, not abruptly, but in a quiet, flowing motion, as if the universe itself folds to accommodate your journey. Time stretches and bends in harmony with the tunnel, offering a sense of continuity and calm. Imagine the feeling of floating effortlessly along this invisible bridge. You do not push, you do not strain. The tunnel guides you naturally, curving and twisting in ways that feel both magical and safe. Stars on the far side appear closer, yet the journey remains gentle. Each step, each drift becomes an act of serene exploration, a quiet meditation on the nature of space and distance. Consider how this imaginative travel changes your perception. Vast stretches of space that once felt overwhelming now shrink into accessible, navigable paths. The mind's eye can wander freely, imagining distant galaxies, swirling clouds of gas, and spiraling star clusters just beyond the tunnel's end. The tunnel is not a tool for urgency. It is a quiet invitation to explore, to drift, and to witness the universe's grand architecture without concern or rush. And as your thoughts continue to follow this serene passage, notice how the impossible seems plausible. Distance softens, time stretches, and your mind floats gently along a path that dissolves boundaries. Wormholes in this dreamlike vision are not equations or science alone. They are invitations to imagine, to wander, and to feel the gentle wonder of a cosmos where connection is always possible, and every journey is safe, soft, and infinitely expansive. Imagine a quiet river flowing gently through a sunlit valley. Now picture yourself stepping into the current, not to fight it, but to drift with it. This is the sensation of time travel in the mind, a slow, calm movement through moments, past and future, carried by the gentle flow of the universe. You can move forward, observing the unfolding of distant events, or drift backward, revisiting memories and echoes from before. Each step is deliberate, soft, and entirely serene. Picture yourself gliding past distant stars. Their light tells stories of events long gone, yet their presence feels immediate, like a whispered greeting from another time. Moving with these stories, you notice how time stretches and contracts, softly like the tide shaping a quiet shore. You are not rushed. You are not constrained. Every moment flows into the next with gentle ease, creating a rhythm that is calming, almost musical in its steady unfolding. Now imagine drifting further, across centuries and millennia. You are a quiet observer of the universe's slow pulse, watching civilizations rise and fall, stars ignite and fade, galaxies spin in their silent, majestic dance. Yet this journey is not exhausting. It is a gentle meditation. Time is pliable, accommodating, and your mind floats freely, moving alongside the universe rather than struggling against it. The past and future fold around you, creating soft loops of curiosity and awe. And as your thoughts continue to drift into this calm temporal ocean, notice the peace it brings. Time travel becomes less about impossible feats and more about presence, awareness, and the meditative act of observation. You float through waves of moments, past and future blending in a soft, continuous stream. Curiosity mixes with calm, awe with serenity, and in this quiet exploration, the universe feels both immense and intimate, carrying you gently, slowly, and safely across the boundless ocean of time. Imagine a quiet forest at dawn. Sunlight drifts lazily through the leaves, brushing softly against the ground. Its gentle motion is steady, unhurried, and entirely reliable. In the universe, light behaves much the same way. It moves with an elegant constancy, never rushed, never faltering, carrying warmth and illumination across unimaginable distances. This is the cosmic speed limit, a gentle boundary, not a restriction, but a soft, rhythmic guide for all motion in space.
Picture yourself following a single ray of light as it travels from a distant star. It glides effortlessly, threading past planets and weaving around invisible obstacles. You feel its steady pace, patient and tireless, moving across the cosmos with a serene determination. There is comfort in knowing that some things are predictable, that the universe has a rhythm that can be trusted. The light's journey is a quiet companion, a constant presence that reassures rather than confines. Even when we imagine traveling faster than light, this gentle speed limit reminds us of a cosmic harmony. It is not a wall or a barrier, but a rhythm, a pulse that shapes the universe. Think of it as a slow, patient friend moving tirelessly alongside you, guiding the flow of time, energy, and motion. The universe becomes less intimidating when its rules are soft and reliable, allowing your mind to drift freely within their embrace. Imagine drifting through space alongside this companion. Stars shimmer in the distance, galaxies spiral gently, and light threads its way across the void. You can imagine floating with it, feeling its steady motion, noticing how every journey aligns with its rhythm. There is no fear, no need to hurry. The universe itself seems to breathe along with you, each moment stretching and bending softly, following the gentle cadence set by light's constant pace. As your thoughts follow this cosmic friend, notice the sense of reassurance it brings. Boundaries in the universe are not limitations. They are invitations to explore thoughtfully, to wander safely, to marvel without urgency. The speed of light is a quiet guide, a soft pulse that carries you through the vast expanse, reminding you that in this universe,
Even vast distances are governed by gentle, understandable rhythm. And in this awareness, you drift with ease, carried by a steady, luminous current, ready to explore further mysteries, calm and unhurried. Now imagine a particle, unlike anything we have truly seen. It flits through space like a playful shadow, always just beyond reach, mischievous and elusive. These are tachyons, the hypothetical wanderers of the cosmos. We do not know them well, and yet they spark gentle curiosity. You can picture them teasing the universe, moving faster than light, slipping through gaps, and disappearing just when you think you might catch a glimpse. Picture following one in your imagination. It darts past stars, loops around planets, and seems to giggle softly as it weaves through cosmic currents. There is no urgency or danger, only the quiet thrill of imagining something impossible, yet entirely wondrous. Tachyons invite the mind to stretch gently, to explore concepts that are playful, abstract, and soft, like clouds drifting across a calm sky. These particles are like whispers at the edge of understanding. They are not demands for belief, nor challenges to comprehension, but invitations to wonder. Imagine them twinkling past, leaving a faint shimmer, a soft trace of curiosity that encourages you to look closer, to drift a little farther, to imagine new pathways across the cosmos. They are cosmic tricksters, teasing the imagination while maintaining the calm serenity of observation. Even in their speed, tachyons remain gentle companions for thought. Their hypothetical existence allows your mind to play with ideas without pressure, to wander across realms of possibility, and to explore boundaries in a soft, meditative way. They are not urgent or stressful. They are invitations to curiosity, soft sparks of wonder that glimmer and fade in the quiet vastness of space. As your imagination floats alongside these invisible visitors, notice how boundaries feel less like obstacles and more like a stage for playful exploration. Tachyons are never demanding. They simply exist at the edge of possibility, encouraging thought and reflection. In this gentle pursuit, your mind drifts freely, curiosity mingling with calm, as you explore the quiet, elusive dance of these hypothetical travelers. They remind you that imagination can move faster than light, even if your body cannot, carrying you softly across the endless cosmos. Picture a still pond in the early morning. You toss a pebble gently into its center, and ripples spread outward in soft, harmonious waves. Each ripple interacts with the others, creating patterns that are serene and predictable. In the universe, cause and effect move much like these ripples. Each action creates a gentle, flowing consequence, a soft rhythm that holds the cosmos in balance. Now imagine a hypothetical faster-than-light disturbance. The ripples might overlap in unexpected ways, forming subtle distortions in the calm pattern. Yet even in these distortions, the universe seeks harmony. The waves adjust, bending gently, finding new balance without urgency or chaos. This is the quiet elegance of cosmic order,
a reassurance that even potential disturbances follow patterns that we can imagine, perceive, and drift alongside.
Think of every star, planet, and galaxy as a quiet instrument in this vast symphony. Light, energy, and motion interact in harmonic patterns, creating a flow that your mind can trace softly, like following the curves of a gentle stream. Even when we ponder faster-than-light phenomena, these hypothetical ripples do not create panic. They invite observation, contemplation, and calm curiosity. The universe remains a rhythm, a soft pulse, a landscape of gentle cause and effect waiting to be explored slowly. Imagine drifting alongside these waves, watching how tiny disturbances interact, spreading outward and folding back on themselves. There is beauty in the predictability and wonder in the gentle complexity. You do not need to understand every detail, only to observe, imagine, and drift with the rhythm. Each ripple, each soft shift reassures you that the universe is a coherent whole, structured yet forgiving, vast yet approachable. And as your thoughts float in this quiet harmony, notice how your own mind aligns with the gentle flow. Cause and effect become meditative, a slow, deliberate dance, a soft rhythm that carries curiosity without stress. You can contemplate cosmic order, marvel at the subtle interactions, and feel a quiet sense of inclusion in the grand rhythm of everything. Even when considering the edges of possibility, the universe feels patient, calm, and gently balanced, inviting your mind to explore with serenity and grace. Now imagine standing before a vast, empty canvas, stretching across the night sky. Its expanse is immense, dark, and inviting. Boundaries appear at first like walls, but as you gaze, they reveal themselves as frames, soft edges that encourage creativity, guidance rather than restriction. In the universe, impossibilities such as faster-than-light travel are like these frames. They do not limit wonder, they inspire it, offering a space for imagination to flourish. Picture yourself painting across this canvas with gentle, luminous strokes. You are free to explore ideas, weaving thoughts of distant stars, twisting pathways, and gentle cosmic currents. The impossibility of certain feats does not restrict your brush. It gives shape and rhythm to your creativity. Boundaries become companions, framing your curiosity with a soft, comforting presence that invites thoughtful exploration rather than frantic effort. Consider the quiet joy of imagining a path that cannot exist physically, yet lives fully in the mind. Perhaps you drift along beams of light that stretch beyond the speed limit, fold space into gentle loops, or ride the edges of cosmic currents that shimmer softly. The universe allows this play, offering limits as scaffolds upon which the mind may wander freely. Each imagined journey becomes a meditation, a gentle exercise in curiosity, a soft exploration of the possibilities that lie beyond strict rules. Even as you contemplate these boundaries, notice the sense of calm empowerment that arises. Limits are not threats, they are invitations to think, to imagine, to explore thoughtfully and gently. Within the safe rules of the cosmos, your mind can roam freely, discovering beauty in constraint, pleasure in the delicate dance between possibility and impossibility. Boundaries become guides, rhythms that help the mind navigate the vastness without haste or worry. And as your thoughts drift across this expansive, framed canvas, notice how creativity flows like a gentle river. Impossible paths, hypothetical journeys, and quiet what-ifs mingle with awe and reflection. You realize that rules do not confine, they nurture. In this meditative awareness, your mind floats, curiosity blends with calm, and the vast universe becomes a canvas of endless wonder, a place where imagination is infinite and impossible dreams are gentle companions for exploration. Imagine sitting beside a quiet lake at dusk. The water is still, reflecting the soft glow of a fading sun. You feel safe, enveloped in the gentle hush of evening. Now picture the universe, vast and infinite, stretching in every direction. Within it lies the comfort of known laws, gravity, light, motion, guiding the flow of stars and planets. These rules are familiar, like the steady rhythm of waves lapping the shore. But as you sit there, notice how the mind can wander. Gentle thoughts rise, curious and unhurried. What if space itself could stretch differently? What if time could curve in ways we have only imagined? These questions are not urgent, nor do they demand answers. They are invitations, soft nudges encouraging your imagination to explore without pressure, to drift along invisible currents of possibility. Think of your mind as a quiet boat floating atop the calm lake. The known rules of physics form the water itself, safe, reliable, predictable. Yet the sky above, scattered with stars, hints at what might lie beyond. You are free to look, to wonder, to trace gentle arcs with your eyes and imagination, all while resting in the safety of your boat. There is no need to rush, no need to solve, only to explore softly, letting curiosity ripple outward like faint waves.
Now picture these gentle mental excursions stretching across vast cosmic landscapes. You might imagine galaxies bending in ways we have not yet discovered, or stars that flicker with patterns entirely unfamiliar. You may drift through these visions slowly, letting each possibility linger in your mind like a soft whisper. The universe becomes a playground for reflection, a space where questions can float without urgency, where imagination can roam freely and safely. As your thoughts continue to drift, notice the peaceful rhythm of exploration. Each new idea arises gently, like dawn spreading across the horizon, illuminating only what you are ready to see. The boundaries of your mind expand, not in stress, but in calm curiosity. You are free to wander, to envision, to contemplate. In this quiet exercise, the universe itself feels welcoming, offering endless space for wonder. The known and the unknown coexist in a gentle balance, and you float softly between them, carried by the soothing rhythm of thought and imagination, ready to drift deeper into realms of cosmic possibility. Now imagine stepping into a quiet garden at night. Tiny fireflies hover, flickering unpredictably, each movement soft and delightful. The night is calm, yet alive with gentle, mysterious motion. In the cosmos, the quantum world behaves in a similar way. Particles dance unpredictably, moving in ways we cannot fully predict, yet always with a rhythm that invites reflection and wonder. Picture a single particle drifting softly through space. It does not follow a rigid path, but glimmers with possibility, sometimes appearing here, sometimes there, always playful, always gentle. This uncertainty is not chaotic in a frightening way. It is soothing, like a quiet melody that shifts subtly as it plays. The tiny dance of particles becomes a lullaby for the mind, a way to explore the micro-world without urgency, to notice patterns and pauses as they appear softly before your imagination. Now imagine countless particles, each performing its own gentle dance. They flicker, swirl, and sway, creating a delicate, ever-changing tapestry of light and movement. You feel your mind align with this rhythm, floating alongside the invisible dancers. Each unpredictable flicker sparks curiosity, yet calms rather than excites. There is no pressure to understand, only the invitation to watch, to wonder, and to drift with the soft flow of possibility. Consider how these tiny movements echo across the universe, connecting to larger patterns in quiet, almost imperceptible ways. Quantum uncertainty is not a limitation. It is an invitation to marvel at the richness of reality. Imagine leaning into these tiny, unpredictable motions, noticing how they suggest that even at the smallest scales, the cosmos is full of playful energy, gentle surprises, and soft mysteries waiting to be explored. As you drift further into these quantum dreams, notice the sense of calm curiosity it brings. Each particle's dance becomes a gentle meditation, a reminder that the universe is alive, expansive, and endlessly surprising, yet entirely safe to explore in thought. You float with these dancing lights, curiosity tingling softly, your imagination tracing each unpredictable flicker like a slow, reflective breath. The micro-world unfolds around you, inviting wonder, relaxation, and a sense of intimate connection with the unseen rhythms of reality. Picture two distant lanterns glowing in a quiet forest, though separated by trees, hills, and rivers. Their light seems to respond to each other, shimmering in subtle harmony. In the universe, entangled particles behave in a similar way, connected across vast distances, whispering to one another in a soft, invisible language. Imagine two particles born together, drifting apart into different corners of space. Even as they separate, their states remain linked, like friends who understand each other's moods without words. One flickers, and the other responds, instantly and silently. This is not a puzzle to solve, but a gentle meditation on connection, a reminder that distance does not diminish closeness, and that the universe has its own quiet ways of maintaining harmony. Now imagine observing this connection from afar. You see particles moving in perfect synchronized dance, their invisible threads weaving a calm, intricate pattern across space. There is no rush, no forceful tug, only a subtle, persistent bond that encourages your mind to reflect on how the universe links everything together. You begin to sense a soothing, almost poetic order, where connections ripple gently, reassuringly, across the cosmos. As your mind follows these connections, notice the subtle comfort they provide. Distance cannot isolate, and separation cannot sever. Every particle, every movement, every ripple of light carries the echo of a deeper link. In this awareness, you float, curiosity mingling with calm, sensing a universe that is profoundly connected and tenderly responsive, and entirely safe to explore. Entanglement becomes not a mystery to solve, but a quiet meditation on closeness, interconnection, and the gentle dance that binds the cosmos together. Now imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, the surface calm and reflective. Ripples form as the wind brushes lightly across the water, bending the surface in gentle arcs. In your mind, space itself can behave like this ocean, soft, malleable, and full of possibilities. Hypothetical faster-than-light methods like warp bubbles or Alcubierre drives are gentle bridges across this calm cosmic sea.
Picture drifting above the ocean, feeling the surface fold softly beneath you. Space itself curves around your path, creating smooth, flowing arcs that carry you from one distant point to another. You do not push or strain. The universe bends for you with quiet, patient grace. Each journey is slow in imagination, yet expansive, letting your mind explore distances that would otherwise feel impossible. Now imagine the sensation of gliding through these soft portals. Stars bend and shimmer along the edges of your path. Galaxies fold like gentle ribbons, and the vast reaches of space become a navigable, serene landscape. You are not racing, only floating, carried effortlessly by the calm malleability of the cosmos. There is a quiet thrill in exploring such possibilities, yet it feels safe,
meditative and reflective, rather than urgent or stressful. Consider how these hypothetical bridges reshape your sense of distance. Points once unimaginably far now seem softly connected, paths unfolding like ribbons across the cosmic sea. The mind can wander freely, imagining gentle, improbable journeys, tracing arcs of space with curiosity and calm wonder. Even the impossible becomes an invitation to explore slowly, thoughtfully, and with serenity. As your imagination drifts further, notice how these soft portals expand your sense of cosmic freedom. Boundaries remain, yet they are pliable, forming pathways for the mind to wander and marvel. Hypothetical methods of faster-than-light travel become meditative exercises, a way to explore the universe's vastness without stress or urgency. You float along these bridges, curiosity mingling with awe, and the universe opens gently, inviting reflection, imagination, and calm, expansive wonder. Imagine a gentle ocean at dawn, its surface smooth and glassy, ripples moving slowly under the rising light. Now picture the universe in a similar way. Space itself behaves like a vast, endless sea, stretching far beyond what your eyes can perceive. Every star, every planet, every galaxy rests upon waves of spacetime, undulating softly, carrying everything along in a calm, rhythmic flow. Picture a small vessel, a ship without urgency, drifting atop these cosmic waves. It floats gently, following the subtle contours of the universe. There is no need to row or push. The waves themselves guide your passage. You feel the serenity of this motion, the way each crest and trough carries you effortlessly, as though the cosmos itself wants to share its gentle rhythm with your mind. As you drift, notice how distant stars shimmer softly on the horizon, their light caressing the edges of your awareness. You move with them, floating between clusters of galaxies, gliding past nebulae that stretch like delicate curtains in a quiet hall. The motion is slow, deliberate, and soothing. There is no urgency, no expectation, only the quiet joy of drifting with the universe, following the undulating rhythm of space-time. Consider how the waves themselves are alive with subtle patterns. They bend, rise, and fall, carrying whispers of cosmic history across unimaginable distances. You do not need to comprehend every detail. It is enough to feel the gentle motion, to let your imagination ride these waves as if they were a soft lullaby for the mind. Each undulation brings a sense of calm, a reminder that the universe moves with elegance and patience, and that you are welcome to float along at the same pace. And as your thoughts glide atop these waves, notice the sensation of infinite space becoming intimate and approachable. The ocean of the cosmos carries you effortlessly, inviting reflection, curiosity, and gentle wonder. You do not rush. You do not strive. You ride the waves of space itself, letting the gentle, rhythmic motion lull your mind into calm exploration. The vastness of the universe becomes a soothing companion,
a flowing expanse that supports your thoughts and imagination in a quiet, meditative drift. Now imagine the vast cosmic ocean again, calm and endless. Beneath its surface, subtle currents fold and shift, bending space like soft waves in a quiet tide. Imagine that a gentle fold of this space could bring distant points closer, like a small crease in a smooth sheet of fabric. This is the essence of a warp drive, a slow, deliberate bending of the cosmos itself, soft and imaginative rather than hurried or forceful. Picture yourself aboard a quiet vessel, drifting above this folded expanse. The universe responds gracefully, curving and compressing around your path. You glide effortlessly along a soft bend, stars and galaxies flowing past in gentle arcs. There is no tension, no rush, only the serene sense that the universe is pliable, responsive, and patient. You move safely, carried by folds of space that are calm and predictable, a soothing rhythm that your mind can trace with ease. Each fold of space becomes a quiet guide, carrying you toward distant horizons while preserving the calm rhythm of your journey. The universe is a flexible, gentle canvas, allowing you to explore without stress, to imagine without urgency, and to drift along cosmic arcs in a meditative state.
And as your thoughts follow these gentle bends, feel the quiet delight of cosmic curiosity. Warp drives are no longer complex equations or distant dreams. They become soft bridges for the imagination. Each fold of space, each subtle compression, carries you across the universe in a reflective, unhurried way. You float with ease, curiosity mingling with calm, and the gentle bending of the cosmos becomes a meditative rhythm, carrying you softly toward new possibilities and the quiet wonder of distant worlds. Now imagine a vessel of light gliding gently across the universe. It is small, personal, and quiet, a dream of humanity drifting through the cosmos. You do not need to pilot it or steer. You are free to observe, to wander, and to feel the gentle thrill of distant travel without urgency. Every star, every planet, every nebula is a point of calm wonder, each waiting to be approached slowly, reflectively. Picture yourself aboard this starship, drifting past clouds of gas that shimmer like mist over a quiet lake. Galaxies spin slowly, distant and mesmerizing, their soft light spilling across the dark expanse. You feel the gentle exhilaration of journeying across unimaginable distances, yet there is no rush, no pressure, only the soothing sense that the universe is vast, inviting, and calm. Now, imagine tracing the path of your voyage in your mind. Perhaps you float past twin stars entwined in a delicate dance, or glide through a quiet field of asteroids shimmering like scattered gems. Every observation is slow and deliberate, a chance to breathe, reflect, and marvel. The thrill of adventure becomes gentle, a reflective pleasure that coexists with relaxation, curiosity mingling seamlessly with calm. Consider how each imagined journey expands your sense of possibility. The starship carries you not only through space, but also through thought, allowing you to explore distant realms with a meditative awareness.
Each imagined light year becomes a soft step in a serene voyage where observation and reflection are as meaningful as actual movement. The universe is your companion, vast yet intimate, guiding your mind gently along paths of wonder. And as your starship drifts across this cosmic expanse, notice the quiet joy of dreaming without urgency. Adventure exists not as a goal, but as a rhythm, a slow unfolding of experience. You float past distant stars in swirling nebulae, curiosity rising and falling like gentle waves. Each thought of exploration becomes a soft meditation, a calm reflection on what might be, allowing your mind to wander safely and enjoy the thrill of cosmic travel in a reflective, serene embrace. Now imagine a quiet observation deck above the universe. You sit comfortably, looking out across vast distances. Stars twinkle faintly, galaxies spin slowly, and nebulae glow softly. There is no need to move quickly, no need to reach or race. Exploration is as much a matter of patience as motion. Watching, waiting, imagining, all are forms of travel. Picture yourself observing the slow dance of the cosmos, noticing patterns and rhythms that unfold at their own pace. Light drifts gently across space, bending slightly around distant stars. Planets orbit with quiet predictability, moons glide through their cycles, and the vast ocean of space moves softly around you. You feel the satisfaction of simply being present, of witnessing the universe without hurry or expectation. Now consider the act of waiting as a journey in itself. Time stretches softly like a slow wave lapping the shore. You observe distant events, imagining the countless journeys light has taken to reach your eyes. In this patient attention, the mind travels as much as the body, floating across distances without motion, connecting with the cosmos in a reflective, meditative rhythm. Imagine drifting further, allowing your thoughts to follow the gentle flow of cosmic events. You feel the quiet satisfaction of understanding that exploration need not be urgent. Curiosity unfolds at its own pace, revealing wonders without force or haste. Every observation, every imagined journey becomes a soft meditation, a slow travel across the universe, carried by attention, reflection, and gentle thought. And as you sit, enveloped in the calm of cosmic patience, notice how the mind aligns with the rhythm of space itself. Exploration is quiet, deliberate, and reflective. Motion and observation merge. Curiosity flows like a gentle current, and the vast expanse of the universe becomes a companion in quiet meditation. You drift effortlessly, finding calm satisfaction in simply contemplating the infinite, sensing that sometimes the greatest journeys are those of quiet presence, patient attention, and serene reflection. Imagine sitting quietly by a river, watching water flow over smooth stones. You can see movement, yet the water does not rush. It travels in its own time. Now, consider the universe in a similar way. Stars drift across the sky, galaxies spin slowly, and light travels vast distances. Speed exists, yet it is gentle, unfolding in a rhythm that your mind can follow without urgency.
This reflection is soothing, allowing your mind to detach from daily pressures. You begin to see motion as a soft, poetic dance rather than a strict measure of accomplishment.
Now imagine light traveling across cosmic expanses. It moves tirelessly, yet silently, bridging unimaginable distances. Its journey is steady and calm, almost meditative. You float alongside it in thought, noticing how movement can be patient, deliberate, and gentle. The very idea of speed transforms from a source of stress into a rhythm to observe and enjoy, a quiet reminder of the cosmos's patient flow. Consider how this perspective stretches to your own life. Tasks, worries, and schedules can feel like rushing currents, yet when viewed against the backdrop of the universe, these currents soften. The notion of speed becomes relative, like distant stars glimmering with quiet constancy. Your mind aligns with the cosmic tempo, finding comfort in its slow, measured rhythm. As you rest in this reflection, ask yourself, what does it truly mean to move? Not in haste or urgency, but in presence. Every motion, every step, every thought carries a gentle rhythm, much like the silent dance of galaxies. You begin to float within this rhythm, curiosity blending with calm. The universe whispers a quiet lesson. Speed is not a demand, but a companion, a steady flowing guide across the vast ocean of time and space. Imagine walking through a garden with walls carefully arranged to create winding paths. Each wall guides your steps, shaping your journey. They are not barriers to stress or restriction, but gentle invitations to explore. In the universe, boundaries operate similarly. The speed of light, gravity, and space itself define limits, but these limits are not harsh. They are the quiet framework that allows the cosmos to unfold beautifully. Think of limits as gentle guides. They do not demand compliance. They provide structure for curiosity to flourish. Like walls shaping a garden, cosmic boundaries help your mind wander in ways that are safe and meditative. You can explore freely, knowing the framework supports your reflections rather than constrains them. Consider light, for example, moving at a constant speed. This limit defines the rhythm of communication across galaxies, yet it also offers stability and reassurance. Every signal, every whisper of starlight follows a predictable path. Within this structure, imagination stretches, curiosity blooms, and wonder thrives. Limits and freedom coexist, creating a soft, meditative balance. Now imagine the interplay of these forces. Gravity curves space, light travels tirelessly, and boundaries shape cosmic flow. Your mind, floating alongside these patterns, experiences both reassurance and gentle excitement. There is freedom in knowing where pathways lie. There is delight in tracing them with curiosity, free from worry or haste. As you rest in this reflection, notice the calm reassurance these boundaries provide. They are not walls to confine thought, but gentle guides that support your exploration. You move through this cosmic garden at a serene pace, stepping softly along paths that stretch across vast expanses. Your mind is free to wander, imagining, questioning, and drifting in quiet contemplation. The universe, with its limits, becomes a companion that encourages wonder, reflection, and gentle intellectual adventure. Now imagine standing before a still, infinite lake. The surface mirrors the sky, reflecting clouds, stars, and the soft glow of moonlight. In the same way, the universe mirrors our curiosity. Every galaxy, every nebula, every twinkling star becomes a reflection of the human mind reaching outward, seeking to understand, imagine, and explore. Consider your own thoughts, worries, and reflections. When placed against the backdrop of the cosmos, they seem to dissolve, softened by the vast, serene expanse surrounding them. The universe becomes a mirror, reflecting not only distant phenomena, but also the quiet rhythms of your own awareness. In this reflection, personal concerns lose their urgency, and your mind drifts freely. Picture the night sky stretching endlessly above you, each point of light a soft echo of curiosity and wonder. Stars swirl slowly in patterns that seem deliberate, yet gentle, inviting your mind to float among them. You feel a connection to something larger, something patient, calm, and expansive. The vast universe absorbs your worries, leaving only a quiet sense of awe and soft reflection. Now imagine tracing these reflections in thought. Galaxies become gentle reminders of possibility. Nebulae shimmer like distant dreams. Each cosmic feature mirrors the inner landscape of curiosity and imagination. You float among these mirrored wonders, noticing how the universe reflects patience, wonder, and serenity, offering a space where contemplation becomes effortless and soothing. As you rest within this reflective calm, you sense the subtle lesson of the mirror. Distance does not isolate, vastness does not intimidate. The universe simply reflects what is already within: curiosity, wonder, and the quiet capacity to observe without urgency. Your mind merges gently with this expansive reflection, feeling personal worries dissolve into the tranquil vastness. You float serenely, cradled by the universe's quiet, reflective presence, immersed in the meditative rhythm of cosmic awareness. Now imagine the world beyond what your eyes can see. There are realms where light does not reach, dimensions that exist quietly beyond perception. You do not need to rush or fear these spaces. They are invitations for gentle curiosity, places where imagination can drift freely, exploring without urgency. Picture yourself floating toward these unseen realms. The absence of light is not emptiness. It is soft, embracing darkness, a canvas for thought. You sense the possibility of forms, rhythms, and energies beyond the known, stretching quietly across space. You do not need to define them. It is enough to imagine them, letting your mind wander along the gentle horizon of what might exist.
Consider the idea of sensations beyond human perception. Perhaps there are colors we cannot name, sounds we cannot hear, or flows of energy that move softly through the cosmos. Each imagined feature becomes a soft meditation, a whisper of the universe's vast mystery. You drift along this horizon calmly, curiosity mingling with reflection, your thoughts floating like leaves carried by a slow cosmic current. Now imagine connecting these unseen realms with familiar stars and galaxies. Light, matter, and imagination merge in a gentle continuum, bridging the known and the speculative. Your mind stretches, embracing both the tangible and the imagined, sensing a vast expanse of quiet wonder that encourages both reflection and relaxation. The universe beyond light becomes not a source of stress, but a space of meditative possibility, inviting you to explore slowly, safely, and with gentle delight. As you rest within this expansive imagination, notice the soft exhilaration of dreaming beyond perception. Boundaries exist, yet they invite exploration. The unknown becomes a calm companion, a reminder that even in unseen realms, the universe holds beauty, order, and the quiet thrill of possibility. You float serenely, curiosity and calm entwined, sensing the endless horizon of cosmic wonder stretching softly before you, ready to drift along its gentle, meditative flow. Imagine holding a single grain of sand in your hand. Its texture, its warmth, its solidity are familiar, comforting, intimate. Now let your thoughts drift outward to a beach that stretches endlessly in all directions. One grain becomes part of an infinite shore. This is much like our human perspective in the cosmos. Personal experiences, worries, and achievements are tangible and immediate, yet they rest within a vast, slow-moving expanse of time and space. Consider the lifespan of a star. Millions, even billions of years unfold quietly, indifferent to the hurry of a single human day. Your stresses, fleeting thoughts, and daily routines are as transient as a shadow passing across a mountaintop, ephemeral against the patient backdrop of cosmic evolution. There is comfort in this, in realizing that life moves at multiple rhythms, some rapid, some vast. You can let your mind release the tension of urgency and float gently within a larger frame. Picture yourself lying beneath the night sky, observing constellations drifting in slow arcs. Each star carries a story spanning countless millennia, yet its light touches your eyes with a soft, calm presence. The universe does not demand attention or action. It simply exists, offering space for reflection and gentle awe. Your mind, though small, becomes a quiet observer of this grand theater, finding calm in the contrast between human immediacy and cosmic patience.
Imagine the cities, streets, and rooms of your daily life shrinking softly in perspective, replaced by galaxies swirling slowly in their eternal waltz. You are neither lost nor insignificant. Rather, you are a conscious witness to a vast, harmonious tapestry. Every worry, every fleeting thought becomes part of the gentle flow, dissolving like mist over a quiet lake. There is a soft reassurance in seeing your smallness not as limitation, but as freedom, the ability to float peacefully without the weight of the cosmos pressing upon you. And as you rest in this awareness, notice the quiet liberation of perspective. Human concerns soften, your mind expands, and curiosity mingles with serenity. You are a small consciousness within an infinite dance, yet this smallness brings comfort rather than fear. The cosmos moves around you with calm rhythm, and you too are invited to move softly within it, observing, reflecting, and surrendering to gentle wonder. Picture a seed planted in soft earth, sprouting slowly with the warmth of sunlight. Its growth follows a natural rhythm, unfolding gently across seasons. Now imagine stars as seeds of light, born within vast clouds of gas and dust, emerging softly into existence. They grow, shine, and eventually fade, each stage a slow, poetic rhythm, echoing the calm cycles of nature. Consider the early life of a star. Within dense clouds, particles gather quietly, moving without rush, merging patiently until a gentle spark ignites within. This spark is not sudden or harsh. It is a tender awakening, a soft illumination that spreads gradually. Your mind can trace this process, feeling the patient pulse of creation as a comforting rhythm rather than a distant fact. As the star matures, it glows steadily, providing warmth and light over countless eons. Its shine is neither urgent nor fleeting. It moves in balance, radiating softly, touching distant planets and nurturing imagination. This phase feels like a long, calm exhale, consistent, reliable, and soothing. You can drift alongside the light, noticing the slow, measured passage of energy and time. Eventually, stars age, their fuel dwindling, and they transform in quiet, poetic ways. Some swell into gentle giants, casting soft hues across space. Others collapse into dense, small remnants, subtle yet enduring. Each transformation is a gentle reminder of impermanence, a meditative echo of the natural cycles in your own life. You sense that nothing rushes, everything unfolds at its own pace with calm inevitability. And as you rest in this contemplation, the life cycle of stars becomes a lullaby for the mind. Birth, growth, aging, and quiet departure all flow in a rhythm that echoes the patient pulse of existence. You drift within this cosmic cadence, curiosity and reflection intertwining, and feel the soothing assurance that even across vast scales, everything moves with gentle grace.
Now, Imagine a vast dance floor in space, where countless dancers move in slow, harmonious arcs. Each dancer is a star, and together they form galaxies, grand whirlpools of light and color that spin and drift with quiet elegance. There is no rush, no jarring motion. Each spiral and swirl follows a patient rhythm, inviting your mind to glide gently alongside. Picture yourself observing a galaxy from afar. Its arms stretch outward like ribbons of soft light, curving slowly as they rotate. Each star follows a path, a gentle orbit that contributes to the larger, hypnotic dance. You feel the calm energy of this movement, the serene choreography of countless cosmic travelers gliding without haste, each contributing to a harmonious whole. Imagine floating closer, letting your attention drift along the spiral arms. Nebulae shimmer like soft lanterns, dust clouds ripple gently, and clusters of stars shine like scattered beads in a cosmic tapestry. The motion is subtle, hypnotic, and soothing. You do not need to understand the mechanics. It is enough to feel the elegance, the quiet energy of galaxies moving gracefully through space. Consider the vastness of these structures. Entire clusters, billions of stars, and countless unseen objects move together with patience, bound by gentle forces and cosmic order. The universe seems both alive and meditative, an eternal waltz of light and motion. Your mind can relax into this flow, imagining your awareness drifting among galaxies, carried by the soft rhythmic movement that invites contemplation without urgency. And as you observe, notice how the hypnotic motion creates a calm, meditative space. Galaxies spin slowly, stars glide effortlessly, and the vast universe hums a gentle lullaby. Your thoughts float alongside this cosmic dance, curiosity softening into reflection, and a serene awareness spreads through your mind. Motion and stillness merge, creating a soothing meditation where the universe's grace becomes a companion, enveloping you in calm wonder. Imagine a vast desert at night, untouched and silent. The air is still, and every sound is softened by distance. In the same way, the empty spaces between stars and galaxies are filled with quietude, a serene cosmic solitude that invites reflection and gentle awe. You can float within it, observing without rush, sensing calmness in the absence of noise and movement. Picture drifting through interstellar expanses. No planets, no crowds, no urgency, just soft, empty space punctuated by distant twinkling stars. This solitude is not lonely. It is a gentle companion, a vast expanse that cradles your thoughts and provides room for reflection. You feel safe, embraced by the calm and rhythmic silence that stretches across light years. Consider how this emptiness allows space for wonder. Nebulae glow faintly in the distance. Galaxies turn slowly in their cosmic waltz, and you are free to observe without pressure. Each quiet moment is a reminder that the universe is patient and non-demanding, offering a backdrop where the mind can rest and wander gently. Solitude becomes a source of comfort rather than isolation, a quiet sanctuary where awe blooms naturally. Imagine floating silently, letting your awareness expand across the void. The vast silence softens your thoughts, dissolving minor worries and creating a meditative rhythm. Each breath aligns with the gentle cadence of distant cosmic motion. Stars shine like quiet whispers,
Galaxies revolve with deliberate grace, and the quietude of space becomes a lullaby, guiding your mind toward calm contemplation and peaceful presence. And as you rest within this cosmic solitude, notice how the emptiness transforms into a companion. There is safety in the vast, quiet spaces. Curiosity and reflection unfold gently, like slow waves lapping a tranquil shore. The universe, in its serene vastness, holds you softly, enveloping your mind in quiet awe and meditative calm. You drift, soothed by the gentle rhythm of space, feeling a profound sense of tranquility in the endless, quiet beauty of the cosmos. Close your eyes and imagine a spaceship not made of metal or engines, but of thought. It does not roar or shake. It glides silently on the soft currents of your imagination. You are both pilot and passenger, steering gently through vast star-speckled oceans without leaving the comfort of your mind. Feel the ease of mental travel. No turbulence shakes you, no pressure weighs you down. You float through galaxies like a leaf drifting on a calm stream. Your consciousness stretches outward, following paths carved by curiosity and gentle wonder. Each thought becomes a soft propulsion, moving you deeper into the universe, exploring distances that would take lifetimes to cover physically. Picture nebulae stretching like colorful, slow-moving clouds. You pass through them, noticing their subtle hues, their quiet glow, their gentle presence. There is no need to hurry. Every movement is meditative. You drift along observing stars forming and fading, planets spinning silently, and the gentle rhythm of cosmic motion unfolding at your pace. Consider how this mental voyage dissolves tension. Your mind is unburdened by schedules, deadlines, or tasks. Instead, it flows freely, tracing gentle arcs among constellations. The universe becomes a playground for imagination, a safe and boundless space where thought itself is your vehicle. The sense of movement is both calming and expansive, encouraging a serene detachment from daily concerns.
As you continue to glide in this mental spaceship, notice the soft joy of creation. Every star you pass, every cloud of dust, every imagined world becomes part of your exploration. You are fully present, yet untethered, simultaneously small and vast. The journey exists entirely within your mind, yet it feels real, immersive, and soothing. And as you rest in this gentle travel, feel the comforting truth that imagination requires no engines, no fuel, no hurry. The mind itself carries you effortlessly across the cosmos. You float freely, curiosity mingling with serenity, and the universe becomes both destination and companion. Your mental spaceship moves slowly, gracefully, carrying you deeper into wonder and quiet reflection, a journey as gentle as breathing and as vast as thought itself. Now imagine that each star you see holds a story, a quiet narrative waiting to be told. Some are ancient, glimmering with secrets from billions of years ago. Others are young, pulsing softly with untold beginnings. Your mind, like a gentle scribe, gathers these tales, weaving them into a tapestry that stretches across space. Picture civilizations of light and shadow drifting through distant galaxies. You do not need to define them fully. Imagination allows them to shimmer softly, hinting at possibilities. Ships glide silently between planets. Explorers wander vast plains under alien suns, and stories unfold with patient calm. Every narrative is a thread, connecting curiosity with the tranquil rhythm of the cosmos. Consider journeys of thought across starry landscapes. You imagine crossing nebulae, skimming past clusters of stars, tracing patterns in spiral galaxies. Every step is gentle, deliberate, and unhurried. You float alongside these imagined travelers, sharing in their quiet adventures, observing the slow unfolding of cosmic drama without pressure or haste. Feel how storytelling amplifies relaxation. The mind merges narrative with reflection, curiosity with calm. You trace imagined civilizations, chart the growth of planets, and explore distant solar systems, all while anchored in a serene mental space. The stories are soft, flowing, and meditative, allowing your mind to wander freely among cosmic wonders. And as you drift further, feel the joy of creation without effort. Each story is an echo of curiosity, a soft meditation, a gentle exploration. You are both witness and participant, letting imagination carry you effortlessly across galaxies, connecting narrative, reflection, and serene contemplation into a flowing, restful journey. Now let your mind drift into a space where science and dreams intertwine. Imagine galaxies that curve in impossible patterns, nebulae that glow in colors never named, and stars that pulse to a rhythm you can feel rather than measure. This is a dreamscape of gentle speculation, a place where curiosity floats freely, untethered by rules or expectations. Picture yourself moving among these ideas. You encounter soft flowing rivers of light, spiraling gently across voids. Tiny particles dance like fireflies, flickering unpredictably, yet with a calming, deliberate rhythm. Concepts of quantum uncertainty, cosmic energy, and gravitational flows blur into poetic imagery, each idea a whisper inviting quiet reflection. Consider how time stretches and bends here, not rigid but fluid, like a slow-moving stream carrying thoughts effortlessly. You drift forward and backward, observing events as if they are soft, glowing clouds. The mind floats in this dreamlike science, suspended in awe without urgency, savoring the gentle beauty of possibility. Consider how the boundaries of fact and fiction soften. You do not need to resolve contradictions. You simply explore, observing the gentle interplay between imagination and understanding. Every hypothesis becomes a landscape, every theory a soft path through an expansive cosmos of thought. You glide alongside these conceptual currents, feeling calm curiosity tingle like a soft breeze across your mind. And as you rest in this dreamscape, notice the subtle joy of safe exploration. You are free to wander, question, and imagine, but always within a space that nurtures calm reflection. Science becomes a gentle companion, guiding thought without urgency. Concepts float like stars in a dark sky, and your mind drifts peacefully among them,
immersed in a universe of gentle speculation, wonder, and meditative delight. Now imagine that the cosmos outside is mirrored within. Your thoughts form galaxies, your memories cluster like star systems, and your imagination pulses with the rhythm of distant nebulae. Each neural connection is a constellation, each reflection a gentle orbit, and your inner world stretches quietly, infinitely, like the universe itself. Picture wandering through these inner galaxies. Ideas drift slowly, softly glowing with curiosity. Emotions flow like interstellar currents. Thoughts spin like planets in silent orbit. And each mental star carries the warmth of awareness. You are both observer and participant, moving through a cosmos that is entirely yours, yet mirrors the grand expanse outside. Consider the harmony of inner and outer worlds. Just as you observe distant stars without pressure or urgency, you can trace the flow of your own thoughts gently, allowing reflection to unfold like a quiet cosmic dance. The universe within is patient, generous, and expansive, offering a meditative space where worries dissolve and curiosity thrives. Imagine connecting your inner cosmos to the outer. Each idea, each gentle mental exploration mirrors the vastness beyond. The rhythm of your thoughts aligns with the slow spin of galaxies. Your awareness stretches outward while remaining anchored in calm reflection. You sense a profound, serene symmetry. As the universe expands around you, your mind expands within, floating effortlessly between observation and creation. As you rest in this inner-outer harmony, feel the gentle satisfaction of self-soothing. Exploration does not demand speed, discovery, or achievement. It simply allows your mind to wander, to drift, and to marvel. You glide along inner constellations, observing, imagining, and breathing with the rhythm of the cosmos. The universe within reflects the infinite outside, offering a profound, peaceful meditation that nurtures awe, calm, and a quiet sense of connection. Imagine the cosmos as a vast map, stretching endlessly in all directions. Every galaxy, every star, every whisper of cosmic light is part of this delicate, sprawling tapestry. Now, picture gently folding that map, layer upon layer, as if it were a soft, delicate sheet. Each fold brings distant points closer, compressing the immense into something intimate, something you can hold in your mind with ease. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breath as this folding happens. Inhale slowly, sensing the vast expanse, the gentle flow of stars and nebulae across your imagination. Exhale softly, letting the distances shrink, the universe condense into a comforting space surrounding you. The vastness remains, but it no longer feels overwhelming. Instead, it is a quiet companion, a serene presence folded neatly around your awareness. As your mind folds the cosmic map, allow your eyes to close slowly. Each blink is a soft curtain, drawing in the warmth of calm and settling your senses.
The light of distant suns retreats gently into memory, leaving only the soothing glow of imagined stars resting quietly behind your closed eyelids. The universe folds into itself, and in doing so, brings you closer to your own center, your own calm, your own quiet breath. Picture yourself cradled in this intimate space. The sensation is gentle, like sinking into a familiar armchair or nestling into a soft pillow. The cosmos, once vast and distant, now hums a lullaby around you. Each star, each planet, each slow spiral of light contributes to a quiet rhythm, harmonizing with the gentle pulse of your heart. You are enveloped, safe, and perfectly still, carried by the slow folding of space and the patient cadence of your own awareness. And as you rest here, feel the final pull of motion into stillness. The map folds one last time. The stars pause in their soft dance, and your mind nestles into the warm, gentle embrace of calm. The universe condenses, your body settles, and a sense of serene completion blooms within. You are ready to drift, eyes closed, mind quiet, folding effortlessly from the cosmic into the personal, into the gentle, intimate space of your own calm presence. Now, allow your mind to linger on the wonder you have explored. Think of the stars you have imagined, the galaxies you have floated past, the gentle rhythm of cosmic life unfurling at its own patient pace. Let these images rest softly in your mind, like pebbles in a clear, still pond, rippling with calm but never disturbing the surface. Reflect on the day you have experienced, each moment folding gently into memory. Notice small joys, quiet breaths, and moments of attention, no matter how fleeting. Just as the cosmos moves slowly and carefully, so too can your mind glide over these reflections, observing without pressure, savoring without haste. Every thought is a gentle spark, each memory a soft glow, contributing to the calm warmth of presence. Imagine your curiosity as a soft lantern, illuminating thoughts without urgency. Each question you have pondered, the speed of light, the stretch of space, the dance of galaxies, rests now calmly, answered only by your continued sense of awe. The mysteries do not demand solving. They invite gentle consideration, a meditative companionship that soothes rather than stirs. Notice the quiet satisfaction of being present with wonder. You have traversed vast distances in thought, drifted among ideas, and felt the rhythm of the universe without leaving your own cozy space. This reflection is a soft exhale, a moment of acknowledgement for the gentle journey you have undertaken. Curiosity and calm coexist harmoniously, leaving the mind peaceful and open, like a clear night sky above a quiet landscape. And as you rest in this reflection, let awe fold into serenity. The universe, once vast and overwhelming, has become a gentle companion. Your mind, now quiet and expansive, feels the soothing balance of wonder and rest.
You drift along the contours of imagination, letting each gentle thought settle like soft snow, layering warmth and calm across your consciousness, readying you for the quiet intimacy of rest. Now bring your attention to the present moment, anchoring gently in the space around you. Feel the weight of your body against the bed or chair. Notice the softness of the pillow beneath your head, the warm embrace of a blanket draping across your shoulders. Each sensation grounds you, a gentle tether to comfort and familiarity. Allow your breath to guide you deeper into this calm. Inhale slowly, sensing warmth spreading through your chest. Exhale with soft release, letting muscles relax one by one. Your shoulders, arms, legs, and back melt gently into the surface beneath you. The mind, once traveling among stars, now rests alongside your body, finding security in tactile presence, feeling the gentle cadence of your own heart.
Picture a soft light at the center of your awareness, a personal sun radiating calm. It does not burn, it merely glows quietly, illuminating the space within. Thoughts drift past like lazy clouds, each acknowledged, then let go. The cosmic vastness you explored is now folded into the intimacy of this present, wrapped around you in soft warmth. You are safe, held, and at ease. Consider the gentle rhythm of sensory awareness, the whisper of air across skin, the quiet hum of the room, the subtle stretch of your limbs. Each sensation is a point of connection, bringing you back from imagined galaxies into the cozy intimacy of your own space. The universe outside still hums softly, but your focus rests gently on the present, creating harmony between imagination and grounding, wonder and security. And as you settle fully, feel the contentment of being here, now. Mind, body, and breath converge into a quiet center, a safe harbor after a long voyage through thought. You are anchored, enveloped, and ready for the final transition, the gentle drift into sleep, carrying curiosity, awe, and calm together in a single serene experience. Now, allow yourself to drift, seamlessly merging the universe within and without. Imagine the stars you have visited folding gently into your mind, the galaxies you observed settling softly like ink on paper. The rhythmic pulse of space and your own breath combine, guiding awareness toward the tender threshold of dreaming. Feel the softness of your body beneath you, the quiet presence of air moving gently across your skin. Each breath becomes a wave, carrying your mind deeper into serene exploration, a gentle current blending imagination and comfort. The cosmos fades, yet leaves a trail of wonder, a soft glow that lingers behind closed eyes, inviting gentle dreams. Picture the mind as a ship floating on calm cosmic seas. No engines roar, no stars rush past too quickly. You drift effortlessly, carried by currents of reflection and curiosity, guided by the soft light of memory and imagination. Each thought drifts by with ease, no urgency, no obligation,
simply a tranquil presence, ready to dissolve into the deeper rhythms of sleep. Notice how your awareness stretches and softens simultaneously. The universe, once vast and distant, has been folded into intimacy. Your imagination has explored galaxies and quantum whispers, yet now all of it settles into a quiet, restful space. Curiosity and awe remain, not as excitement, but as gentle companions, soothing the mind and fostering calm, meditative awareness. And as you drift finally, notice the gentle fading of thought, the slow dimming of active awareness into sleep. The cosmic journey completes its circle. The stars, the nebulae, the soft arcs of imagined galaxies all rest alongside your mind, creating a blanket of quiet wonder. You float, secure, enveloped, and ready for the gentle embrace of dreaming, carrying awe, calm, and serenity effortlessly into the soft space of sleep. Imagine drifting gently toward a nebula, a cloud of stardust stretched across the quiet dark of space. Its colors are soft, as though painted with watercolors on the canvas of the night. Pale blues, muted pinks, and whispers of gold swirl together, moving slowly, almost lazily, in a cosmic dance that seems to have no beginning and no end. Each tendril of gas and dust moves with purpose, yet without hurry, a careful choreography that encourages the mind to slow, to observe, to simply be. As you float closer, notice how the edges of the nebula glow faintly, catching the light of distant stars. It is not bright or blinding, but a subtle illumination, like a candle seen through mist. This gentle glow invites reflection. It whispers of beginnings, of stars yet unborn, of worlds that may someday take shape, of possibilities that exist beyond the reach of your eyes. There is no urgency here, only the soft, patient rhythm of the universe, allowing time to stretch and bend around you. The nebula seems alive in its quiet way, breathing in a slow, steady rhythm. Each wave of gas curves like a soft exhale, and each fold in its shape invites you to imagine the gentle pull of gravity, nudging matter into slow-motion patterns. You might picture yourself floating alongside these whispers of creation, carried by currents of unseen wind and light. There is no destination, no hurry, only the sensation of motion through vastness, a meditation on the gentle flow of cosmic time. Consider how small you are, yet how your mind can traverse these distant clouds. You do not need a starship or an engine. Your imagination moves faster than light in its own way, flowing through swirls of dust and nebulae, tracing shapes and patterns that emerge only in quiet observation. The nebula does not demand attention, does not insist on understanding. It simply exists, and in its existence, it invites you to exist alongside it, softly, calmly, aware of beauty and depth. And as you linger in this space, notice how the nebula begins to fold into memory, how the soft colors fade gently behind closed eyes. The whispers of stardust continue their eternal motion, yet you feel them condensed into a quiet, intimate awareness. Each tendril becomes a thought, each glow a gentle reflection, and the entire cloud becomes a companion for your mind. Slowly you feel the pull of your own breath, the calm rhythm of your heartbeat, and the soft grounding of your body. The nebula drifts, you drift, and together you move with the quiet assurance of time stretched into infinity, inviting a deep, gentle sense of calm.
Now imagine drifting gently past a quiet star system, where planets trace slow, graceful paths around their sun. Each orbit is a soft, eternal curve, moving in patterns so precise yet so unhurried that you can almost hear the rhythm in your mind. There is no rush here, no urgency, only the steady pulse of cosmic motion, a dance that has persisted for eons and will continue long after this moment. Visualize each planet as a gentle companion, circling in silent harmony. The smallest moon twirls in a delicate loop, while the largest planet glides with measured grace, its surface bathed in soft sunlight. Their motions overlap like ripples on a quiet pond, each one influencing the others with a subtle, invisible hand. The pattern is calming, hypnotic in its predictability, inviting your thoughts to slow, to drift, to find comfort in this eternal rhythm. As you float among these orbits, notice how light from the central star caresses the planets. It wraps around them softly, highlighting curves, casting gentle shadows, revealing textures that are at once distant and intimately close. You can imagine the surface of a moon turning slowly under that light, each crater and ridge taking its time, a reminder that in the vastness of space, everything moves according to its own patient clock. Allow yourself to move with the planets in thought, floating alongside their silent, measured journey. Your mind begins to sync with their rhythm, inhaling as a world passes before you, exhaling as it glides away. Time becomes a gentle wave, stretching and contracting, expanding into a comfortable space where curiosity and relaxation coexist. Each orbit becomes a pulse, each revolution a soft meditation, and with every rotation, you feel yourself more deeply aligned with the cadence of the cosmos. Notice how this rhythm extends beyond the planets themselves. Every orbit in every system contributes to a universal heartbeat, a quiet hum of balance and motion. You may sense the slow drift of asteroids, the languid spin of distant worlds, and the subtle gravitational pulls that tie everything together. It is an invisible symphony, and you, floating gently through thought, are both audience and participant, carried by the soft, persistent music of celestial motion. And as your mind lingers in this gentle rhythm, allow yourself to settle further. Each orbit folds inward like a soft spiral, drawing attention to the slow, steady motion within your own breath. The planets continue their patient paths, the star shines calmly, and you rest within this perfect, flowing harmony, feeling carried, safe, and at ease. The rhythm of the orbits becomes a quiet guide, leading you onward into the gentle wonders still waiting to unfold.
Now let your mind drift beyond the planets and their steady orbits, out into the vast stretches of space where light travels across unimaginable distances. Imagine a single beam of starlight, born millions of years ago, now making its long, quiet journey towards you. It moves slowly in thought, yet relentlessly, a gentle traveler bridging the distant past with this very moment. Picture how that light carries whispers of events long gone, exploding stars, forming worlds, swirling clouds of gas, and delivers them softly to your awareness. Each photon is a messenger, a tiny spark of memory traversing the cosmic expanse. It does not hurry, and it does not push. It simply continues, persistent and serene, offering you a glimpse of a universe both ancient and immediate, a reminder that time itself can stretch and fold in surprising ways. As you drift alongside these echoes, notice how they connect points that seem impossibly far apart. A star that burned out long before humans walked the earth still sends its quiet signal, weaving a bridge between then and now. In this moment, you are part of that connection. You do not need to move through light years physically. Your mind can follow effortlessly, floating along these gentle threads of history and illumination. Let the mind linger on the beauty of this temporal bridge. The past arrives not as information to analyze, but as a calm presence to observe. The supernova that exploded eons ago is no longer violent. It is a soft glow across space, a lullaby of light arriving precisely now to meet your imagination. The vast stretches between events dissolve, leaving only the peaceful rhythm of arrival, the gentle pulse of time flowing in slow, steady waves. Consider how the echoes of light ripple across space, touching countless points, connecting galaxies, stars, and planets in ways that seem magical. Each journey is unique, each path unhurried, yet all contribute to a tapestry of cosmic harmony. Your thoughts can ride these waves, drifting from one point to another, noticing the faint glimmer of events you could never witness firsthand, yet feeling intimately connected to the flow of the universe. And as you linger here, floating in the quiet between stars, feel the soft pulse of your own breath merge with the pulse of light. Each inhale mirrors a beam stretching across the cosmos. Each exhale returns to you with gentle, reassuring weight. You are both witness and participant, riding the echoes of creation, carried by the calm persistence of light and enveloped in the comforting awareness that distance and time are soft, flowing companions. With each passing moment, the universe feels less vast and more like a gentle, familiar presence, guiding your mind further into quiet reflection and calm.
Now allow your attention to turn inward, toward the galaxies that live within your own mind. Imagine that every thought is a tiny star, each memory a cluster of light, and every emotion a swirling nebula softly glowing in the vastness of your inner cosmos. You do not need to rush through this landscape. It unfolds slowly, patiently, revealing layers of connection and depth as you drift along. Picture your imagination as a gentle telescope guiding you through these mental galaxies. Thoughts orbit each other in quiet harmony, circling around central ideas like planets around a star.
Memories form constellations, linking moments and feelings with invisible threads of understanding and reflection. Within this inner universe, time feels malleable, stretching and folding like the cosmic fabric itself, allowing each fragment of awareness to take its place without pressure or hurry. Notice the soft light of your own awareness illuminating these inner galaxies. It casts a calm glow over every corner, revealing the subtle motion of ideas, the quiet dance of dreams, and the tender glow of intuition. You can drift from one cluster of thought to another, following the gentle arcs of reflection, observing without judgment, feeling the serene expansiveness of your own mind. There is no urgency here, only the peaceful rhythm of consciousness exploring its own depths. As you move through this landscape, consider how your inner galaxies mirror the outer cosmos. The swirling nebulae of thought reflect the vast nebulae of stars. The rhythmic orbits of ideas echo the motion of planets. The persistent light of your attention mirrors starlight traveling across immense distances. In this mirror, you are both observer and participant, a cosmic traveler navigating the quiet expanses of your own consciousness. Allow your mind to rest within this space. Notice the gentle pulsing of thought, the soft hum of curiosity, and the slow, deliberate unfolding of imagination. You are free to linger in this inner universe, exploring its contours, tracing its constellations, and feeling the subtle warmth of self-awareness. The galaxies within you are patient, expansive, and endlessly accommodating, inviting you to drift without expectation, to explore without need for conclusion. And as you float through these inner galaxies, let the awareness of their calm, vast presence seep into your being. Feel how the expansive motion of thoughts mirror the quiet grandeur of the universe outside. Each gentle swirl of insight, each soft spark of memory becomes a companion for your mind, guiding you into deeper relaxation. The inner and outer cosmos are now aligned, moving together in a harmonious rhythm, preparing you to drift ever more softly toward reflection, curiosity, and peaceful calm. Now, let yourself drift gently, leaving behind both the outer cosmos and the inner galaxies you have explored. Imagine floating through a space where stars, planets, and thoughts mingle quietly, their movements slow and rhythmic like a soft, endless tide. There is no need to move quickly or seek a destination. This journey exists only for your mind to wander, to rest, and to notice the subtle patterns of calm that emerge in the silence. Picture each step along this quiet journey as a gentle ripple through space and thought. A star twinkles softly in the distance, mirrored by a glimmer of memory or an idea taking shape within you. A planet rotates slowly, echoing the gentle turning of a thought or feeling. Everything moves in harmony, in a rhythm that is both cosmic and intimately personal. You are carried along effortlessly, a passenger in a vast, serene voyage where curiosity and relaxation flow together. Notice the quiet spaces between the light and the dark, the
the pauses between one gentle motion and the next. These silences are as meaningful as the movements themselves. They allow reflection, awareness, and wonder to settle deeply into your consciousness. You can inhale with the stars, exhale with the planets, and feel each breath aligning with the natural, patient cadence of the universe. There is no urgency. There is only the soft unfolding of experience, a meditation in motion. As you drift further, imagine the faint, distant echoes of past journeys, the light of nebulae long gone, the orbits of stars still turning, the quiet murmur of galaxies in constant slow motion. These echoes are gentle companions, reminding you that motion and stillness coexist, that exploration and rest are part of the same eternal rhythm. You are both witness and participant, moving with curiosity, yet wrapped in the calm certainty of existence. And with this serene awareness, you are prepared to continue your cosmic meditation, ready for the next chapter of reflection, wonder, and soft, restorative calm.